Says I'm live.
Man.
You're fine. You're fine. Let me get stuff situated. So I'm gonna throw you some bones out.
I hope it's. I know what I'm talking about.
No. You expound on whatever you want to go deep into. You just go for it. You just go for it.
I hope.
You know, man. I'm gonna throw you a couple of things out there. Okay, there we go.
So I was telling Lady Z that the YouTube people, they want to interact with us. They want to.
That's what I was just telling. I was just telling them. So what I'm gonna bring, next week is my external camera, where I can turn and use this laptop as like my controller board.
Oh, okay.
See, because this laptop only has the one camera one way.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have cameras, so we are now the second episode. Paris with the T. Now we ain't talking about Paris, France. Have you been to Paris, France?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, you got to go to Paris, France, since that's part of your name.
I do.
Okay, but this is Paris K, Paris Kennedy, Miss Paris with the T. However you want to look at it. Welcome your second episode.
Thank you for having me again.
Oh, no. Thank you for having us here. We up in here, man. So we here talking to T. We're here talking to T. We touched on a lot of stuff. Well, first off, I'm gonna let you say who you are, where you from, what you represent.
Yes. Hello there, you guys. I am Miss Paris. My phrase is Miss Paris is in the building. I am from California. Your girl is here to stay. Face of Vegas. Coming to bring y'all the tea. We talking about celebrities. We talking about what's popping in Vegas. So let's get right into it.
Yeah, let's get in here. So we have to talk about it because this is a big rave everywhere, especially in the music industry right now. We finished it last week, but that Drake, Kendrick Lamar beef. I don't know if you've been up on it, but I think Kendrick took it home on that Not Like
did.
Us.
Yeah, he did. I need to learn to dance or something. Everybody, they say crip walking and
I told you that.
stepping, and
I told you that it seemed like all the West Coast has come together, man.
They have.
That's like
I've
a
seen
national
it's pretty
anthem.
dope. After you told me about it, I've heard it because I kept seeing clips of it. But when we discussed it last week, I went back. I'm like, that's pretty hot. Now I see why everybody like really up on this thing.
Especially if you listen to the lyrics.
I was.
He's not talking just BS. He's talking about the industry as a whole. He's throwing daggers at Drake. But the hip hop industry right now, it's kind of been down slow.
Yes.
Because of mumble rappers, and it's just turned off. People just turned off. And then a lot, my homegirl, I give a shout out to her hustle, Sexy Red. I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, that's a girl, Sexy Red?
Yeah, Sexy Red is like, but it's like hood.
Yeah,
hip-hop.
we come on now. We got to do a little better than that.
But she's her, Glorilla. It's a couple of other people.
Yeah.
People, I don't know. Did you get your network together on your Facebook?
No, I didn't.
Okay, but people are really going in the state of hip hop. Like my son is in his 20s. So he listens to hip hop in the 90s.
Right.
He said, Dad, the hip hop right now is trash.
It's trash.
He said, I got to go back. His favorite rapper is Tupac.
Back. Okay, yeah, that's everybody's favorite rapper.
Not
that's
unless you're from
too.
the East Coast. East Coast, they're going to put Biggie up there. And all
that.
They don't really. I know the beef is dead.
Right.
The East Coast.
That's crazy. But
that's still a boy, though.
Right. But that's what I understand, how people saw how the beef went with them. Why would they try to bring that back? Like, I don't understand that.
Ah,
You see what it caused? We lost some legendaries. We lost some good rappers. We lost some good people. So why would people try to bring that back and divide?
because I could tell you why.
Why
Because
you
they
think-
didn't have it. The youngsters didn't have that. They didn't
Didn't have
see,
it.
man. Look, when we grew up, man, in the 90s and 2000s, man, listen, it was excitement going on.
It was going down. They trying to bring that back.
Everything was excitement. Nobody didn't have no beef.
Right.
I mean, now they didn't have no beef. This is the only beef that this generation has had.
Right
This
now.
Drake
Yeah,
and both are great rappers.
they are.
I'm not taking nothing away from
Neither
Drake.
one of them. Yeah, they both great.
They just apples and oranges.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? So
I wanted to get to the root of it though. What made them go into this beef thing?
it went like the big three. They were talking about the big
That's
three
what you was-
rappers.
Right.
The big three, I think, is Drake. It was J. Cole.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Kendrick was involved, but Kendrick was like, "Damn them, damn the big three. I'm the motherfucker."
I'm him.
And I've been down for 5 years, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
come out slamming. Kendrick has never put out a club banger,
Really?
never. But this last song,
Yeah, it was a banger.
it's a banger.
Yeah, it is a banger. It is.
So he's making people who turned away from hip hop
Right. Come
are
on
listening
back.
to
Right.
hip hop now.
Right.
But again, what I was saying last week is that, you know, now with Kendrick and them, you got to come with it. You can't be
Can't be playing. Yeah. But you know it's the drugs. It's these drugs. These people can't talk no more. They can't comprehend. They don't even know what they saying themselves. Like what? What are you talking
You know
about?
what I'm
world
saying?
you in?
You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about the kids. Let's talk about Kanye.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about Kanye's kids, Kanye and Kim, and Kanye's wife.
Okay. the
Tell
new
me how you
wife-
feel about that. Do you know about the antics about her dressing the way she dressing out in public?
Yeah, that's pretty weird. That's pretty weird.
What do you have to say about that as far as a
You know
woman?
what? I think, when you have so much money, you just don't know what to do no more. I think that they're screaming for some type of attention because you just saw that new outfit that they had on with the nude. He was looking all puffy and she was sitting on the side. I don't know what she had on, but they had on like this nude color trying to be dressed alike. I mean, the outfits are like, where are they even getting this stuff from? Like, who are they designer? Is that the Yeezy
Kanye is
collection?
he's a designer.
That's his collection. See, now
Yeah.
why do he want people to walk around and look that crazy?
They're going to follow.
That's crazy. Do not follow nonsense.
But how do you define nonsense?
Nonsense is something that's not it's not appropriate.
Your
Like, how can he don't have to deal with people anymore.
No.
So he could be a weirdo. He could be whatever he wants to be. But see, when you have to still deal with people and interact and have conversations and do business, you can't walk in no place looking like no such thing like that. People are not going to take you serious.
Paris, I had to disagree.
So you mean to tell me you can go anywhere you like to and look dressed like Kanye?
There's
West.
an exception to the rule.
Oh,
You know what it is?
and they're going to take you serious.
You know what it is?
What is it?
Money.
It is.
If
the-
I got $1 trillion,
right.
I can walk in a club with a band-aid
But
on.
guess what? Because you don't have to deal with people.
I could come
When
in
you
here,
at this point, when
but
you
you're going to
at this top,
answer to me.
You are, and you're going to accept me for who I am.
You're going to have to. I'm coming in the
I'm
club.
not going to take Kanye serious. And guess what? When I see him, I don't even want to take a
But
picture with
let
him
me ask you
with
this.
that outfit
But
on.
what if he's treating you with respect?
That's important. I would appreciate that.
Or are you a Christian?
No, I'm not.
Or do you believe don't judge a book by its cover?
I believe don't judge a book by its cover.
How do you look?
I believe that. He's
How
a
many
very
did-
intelligent man.
How many degrees are separate? He's a Gemini, of course. I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
we're Gemini people. But there are a lot of degrees of separation between you and Kanye of how you're getting your message.
Yes.
Kanye could tell something. Kanye could say 1 + 1 is 2 to his audience.
Uh-huh.
But by the time you get it, it's going to be 1 + 1 is 137
Exactly.
because you got different degrees that are. So I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
what we're hearing from the news. Yeah, He's a loony.
No, he's not a loony. He's very intelligent. I love his personality.
Well,
I love Kanye for sure. But the way he's presenting himself is,
I don't even think it's the way I believe
I
people
mean-
present him.
really. Look how they look. Like, I can't. You're not supposed to touch me. But how about if I came out with some saran wrap wrapped around me? Are you gonna take me serious?
If
though?
you making $2, depending on your bank account,
see what I'm saying? Look, y'all, don't let this
it's
money
your bank.
thing.
There you go. Speak to your
Don't let
audience.
this money thing make you feel like you can do anything in the world, because no, you cannot. There are still rules and regulations to life and how to carry yourself. Because at the end of the day, when money run out, remember his Yeezy went down to what, 1999?
That's because all of the
When he lost all of
the investors.
when he
you know,
lost all of that. But look
'Cause
what
he was
happened
talking
that fast though. 1999. Now nobody to take him serious.
nobody.
They was throwing Balenciaga all over the floor. What weren't
Right.
they? They had it all. They was walking over it.
You don't even see it now. I mean, people who already bought it.
I mean, you know what I wish I would have done when he
What?
dropped it for that 1999. I don't even know if I would have bought it. I didn't, because I wasn't really interested. But I mean, it would have been a good investment for someone to go and buy all those
And then
all
research.
that merchandise, because look, it came back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna never leave. Great things are never gonna leave. It's just gonna always recycle and come back. You know.
Okay.
I
Now,
don't take that from Kanye. You know,
Okay.
he's a good guy. You got to just change up a little bit. Like, come back to earth. I don't know what dimension.
he can define her.
He cannot.
Yeah.
He's on a third dimension somewhere.
He can define his reality.
He could
He has enough money to do so.
by himself
No.
in his own world.
If Kanye went out in the middle of the street and said, "Hey, you, come here," how many people will come here?
A lot of
The
people.
majority.
Majority. Yeah, you're right. Just for what? Publicity?
A lick. He's a lick. Kanye is a
He's
billion.
not a lick.
He's
for
a
lot of people.
billionaire.
He is. But see, people got to get out of that money thing. Like, come on, we talked about this.
I understand
Selling your
what you're
soul
saying.
for this money thing, following
Look,
these trends.
I believe not so much on the older, but I think a lot of young people are willing to sell themselves.
But we got to switch it up. We gonna allow them to? Are we gonna allow
Well, we
them to
have
start?
to get the message out there that you don't have to do this.
Please don't.
You
Please
know,
don't.
because somewhere hip hop is powerful.
It is. It is.
It controls. I remember back in 90, late 80s, early 90s, hip hop had positive messages.
Right.
You
it
was just
did.
coming off of Public Enemy.
Absolutely.
You had X-Clan. You had
Mhm.
Tribe Called Quest. You
Yeah.
had so
All
many
the
poor
best.
righteous teachers.
Yes.
But then the media or the power saw, hey man, these people are getting knowledgeable.
Yes.
They wearing X hats.
Absolutely.
They
They starting
wear-
to know who they are.
So, and that's not what they want music to
No.
do.
Absolutely.
Music is to keep you in a zombie
Distracted.
type mode.
Absolutely.
And they supposed to subliminally put messages
Absolutely. Yes, they do.
in there. And 2024.
Look what we got.
2024.
Look what we have here.
You know, so it goes back because when it was first started, the industry, it was sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Yes, it was. That was real big.
You want, I mean, you're happy to see.
So what do
Yeah.
you think is now? Sex, drugs,
It's
and
sex,
what?
drugs,
Hip
rock and
hop?
roll. Yeah, it's hip hop.
Yeah, it's
Hip hop is taking the place of rock and roll.
Yeah, I believe so.
Because hip hop is the number one genre of music right now.
Uh-huh.
And that's not just United States, it's worldwide.
worldwide. Yeah.
That's worldwide. We're okay. Some people are okay with being zombies.
That's crazy.
The kids listen to a different frequency of music than we listen to.
Right. Like, do you think children should still listen to? I mean, do you think children should listen to Sexy Red and Gorilla and stuff? I don't
Look.
think I would allow. You know, people always be like, "Oh, you're too
You
young."
can't-
You got to really stop your children.
You
'Cause do
can't-
you see how them babies act on those
TikTok videos?
TikTok videos? That's
Here's the-
sad.
Here's the deal. Just like you don't want to turn into the grandma or grandpa like, "Oh, listen to that music back in
But
my
why not?
day."
But why not?
Here's how you do it. Kids today don't listen to a lecture. They watch how you move.
That's
They
fact.
watch your actions.
That's
They don't
right.
listen to lectures. They want to see, okay, what are you doing, mom?
Yeah.
What are
that's
you doing,
true.
daddy?
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to follow.
That's how I'm
So
gonna follow.
instead
That's
of
true.
telling them don't listen to Sexy Red, put another style of music there.
Absolutely.
And
I
let them,
agree.
because guess what? Everybody knows beauty.
Facts.
If a beautiful person walks into, if a handsome or a beautiful woman or a handsome man, you'll be that's a good looking brother.
Yeah.
That's a good looking girl. I think
Yeah.
the majority of people recognize. Same
Absolutely.
thing with music.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with music. Because Tupac, for example, his music, he has so many different messages and stuff.
Yes.
So his audience is he has more of a white audience than he has a black audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Worldwide.
Worldwide. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it, and they buy more of his music.
Yes.
You know, we get it how we get it.
Get it how we get it.
We get it how
You know?
we get it. But see, that transcended. Because
Right.
I know people didn't listen to hip hop, but they heard Tupac.
They
And
started
they was
listening
like,
to, yeah,
they heard
that's
Dear
dope.
Mama.
Yeah, they feel like they can relate.
They heard Dear, they was like, damn.
What? It's dope.
I love to see the response videos. If you ever get a chance, look
No,
at the
I haven't
response
saw that.
videos on YouTube.
Y'all
They'll-
check them out. Look at the response videos.
They'll
Tell
look-
us what y'all
yeah,
think about those.
they'll play a Tupac record,
Mhm.
and it'll be a son and his dad, a white son and his dad,
Mhm.
and the dad is sitting there crying, listening to Dear Mama.
Wow.
He was like, "This
He
is
made
really
a great
good.
impact on people.
This is really good." I mean, and to me, that's why, you know, I asked Harold in the previous Undeniably Sports Talk with Harold White. Give a shout out to Harold White. So
Harold
I'm gonna ask you, because I need to know this from you.
Mm-hmm.
Your top 5 hip hop. Paris with the T.
My top 5.
Top 5 hip hop. Let's go from early on, from all decades.
All decades.
Top 5.
My top 5. Number 1 will be Rhyme DMC.
Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Okay.
I love them. My number 2 would be Tupac.
Okay.
My number 3 will be The Baby.
Really?
I love The Baby. I love The Baby. He's dope.
Now, what's the
My
difference
number-
between the baby and baby?
Lil Baby.
Little
So,
baby.
I don't know. I
The
know I
Baby.
like The Baby.
So you sure it's the baby and
it's
not
the,
little
no, it
baby?
ain't Lil Baby. And it ain't him.
Okay.
It's The Baby.
Okay. What
Now,
number
my
are we on?
fifth, my fourth one. I'm
All
doing
right,
my
all
fourth one. That would be let me see who would be my fourth. I'm not real big into hip hop.
Go back in the day. You
Um,
ain't got to go now.
Back in the day,
The 90s, the 80s. Who was you riding it with in high school?
in high school was pop. That's all
Okay,
I
who
really
else?
listened to.
All right. You didn't listen to no other West Coast rappers?
Nah, not really. Nah, I wouldn't.
Nobody?
Really, I'm an oldie. Yeah, I'm stuck in the oldies.
That ain't
But,
that old.
But I wasn't really into hip hop. I couldn't really relate to.
You
it
went
because
into then NWA. That was kind of hard for you.
NWA.
What about Snoop or Dre?
I love Snoop. I'm gonna say Snoop. That'll be my fourth.
All right.
And then my fifth one would be.
You go East Coast. You ain't got to stay West Coast.
That's all I know. I'm the real city girl from Cali. You know, I only know the West Coast. I
Ice
really
Cube?
don't- Ice Cube, all right, but he's great. I'm not gonna say he's all right, but to me, he's great.
You
but
was
his
strictly-
music wasn't really.
So let me
into it.
ask you this. Okay, so I'm from St. Louis. Okay, so that's Midwest.
Oh,
So
facts
we
all the
got-
way through.
We got
Both
everything
Yeah.
coming to us. It was more so East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but then West Coast really came with NWA. That's how we got turned on.
Yeah.
Especially my brother, he was an NWA dude.
Really, really.
And then
The Dog Pound. That's my fifth.
Dog Daz and Corrupt.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I
okay,
grew up
yeah.
on that. The Dog
Really
Pound,
cool.
Yeah.
And but see, I was East Coast, Public Enemy and all them cool.
Oh, okay. See,
And the Big Daddy Kane and
yeah.
Boogie Down Productions, KRS-One.
Mhm.
See, I was in that, but I was on that side of
Right.
St. Louis. So
Father MC and all of
we
them.
was
They
getting
was
all
popping
them.
at that time.
we was good. So did you, what was that? 4
They
or
still
5?
popping. I'm sorry, that was my fifth one.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Dash and Corrupt. That was my
okay,
fifth one.
okay. What do you say to you? What are Are there any celebrity couples that you like right now?
Yes, I do.
That you name your celebrity couples.
What, in hip hop or just in general?
Just in general.
My
that you
celebrity
like.
couples are Shawnee and her husband Keon Henderson.
Did you hear what she said?
Man, now we need
Talk
to talk
on it.
about this.
Talk on it.
Okay, so the fact that she
tell them people they don't know.
She did a book.
Yeah.
This is in her tell-all book.
Yeah.
And she said that she don't think that she really was in love, but I kind of got her point of view. You know why? Because she had two different versions of men. Shaquille is just an average man. Now, Keon? He's a godly man. So she have two different types of loves. So when she getting this godly love, she like, wait a minute, this what real love is? No, I was never in love. That's why I believe she said that.
But she has to clarify herself. Because the highlight said that she was never really in love with Shaq, and that's it.
Yeah, that's
how
they
did it.
Yeah, she needs to clarify, but I believe that's why
he's in the church.
Come on, it's a different type of love. If you get a love from a worldly man and you get the love from a godly man, of course, when you feel the true love of a godly man,
have you been in love with both?
I have.
And then talk on it.
I have. I've
been Paris with the T.
I've been in
they
love
want
with
to know.
Both. Yes,
they want to know.
Absolutely. I've been in love with the both.
Tell us about
It's so different because the godly man, he have more passionate he's more passionate with the woman. He really listened to the woman. He's more, soft with the woman versus a worldly man. He's like in his own world. He could be very selfish. He don't cover his woman like he's supposed to. But a godly man, he covers his woman. He prays over his woman. He understands his woman. That's a big difference.
Okay.
And that's what moves women.
Okay.
It's deeper than just being a man saying, I'm a provider. I'm gonna knock a nigga out, and you just want to fight. You don't know why you really knock a man out. You just feel like, oh, he looked at your booty, your white booty, and you're gonna fight her. Versus a godly man that's gonna teach you and lead you. It's a completely different thing. And so I've been there before. I had a godly man that led me and taught me and loved me with passion and understood me and different things of that nature, and knew that there's a place as a man in my life. Versus the worldly man, he was just all into his own self. I'm selfish. I want.
How did you find out that there was a difference? I mean, how did you know to make a decision, or what was your?
When I see that a man don't know how to be my covering. See, when I see he don't know how to be my covering, I'm already peeping that. When I see you not praying over me, you're not really paying attention to my whereabouts and where I stand and where I'm going in life, then I know there's a great big difference. So that's why I would choose a godly man before I even choose a godly man.
Okay, that's a great segue into Ciara and Russell.
Beautiful. That's another one of my favorite couples.
And why?
Just how they carry themselves as a family, as a whole. I love how Russell came into the little boy's life and became a full father figure. He never made him feel any different. When he came on, he's like, this is my son. And he wasn't intimidated by what's his father, her baby father? Future. He wasn't intimidated by him. He's like, look, you a little rapper dude, you're not really a man. He looked at him like a boy. Came in like, I'm coming in. You didn't know how to treat your son. You didn't appreciate him. Let me take him. So I love that about him. And I love how Ciara just carry herself as a woman. Once she got with him, see, it's different levels to relationships. It depends on the man, just like they said, it depends on what type of man a woman choose, vice versa. Okay. Because he gave her levels. She's just on a whole nother bracket. So that's why I love that couple. I love Fantasia.
Fantasia's relationship. See, beautiful. I don't know too much about what's going on. Describe their relationship.
Well, her husband is a godly man.
Okay, well. And she was in the world too.
She was in the world, but you see what the world brought her. She started sleeping and just doing the things that she wasn't supposed to be doing. That's because she was in the world. And that's because the man didn't really see the value of who she was. But
do you think it hinders their career if they turn a godly man like Ciara and Ciara?
No, it really makes it better. Don't you see she's shining bright like a diamond?
Well, I see that she.
Don't you see she's
I
shining
see
bright?
that she has a lot of family pictures, but as far as her career, I don't see anything going.
She said she's good now, as she should. It's time to be placed. Now it's time to be placed.
So
she did her part.
So once she has her godly man, she don't have to do nothing else?
No, she should. She should
She
always
should do something.
she
else.
should always have something to do with herself. That's one thing. A woman should never lose themselves, because if you lose yourself, you're gonna forget who you are.
Okay.
Nothing is guaranteed in life.
That's
So
that's an ask a lady, ask a man time.
yeah.
Okay. What I was going to say. Okay, now I got to move. This is very controversial.
Yes, deep.
I'm just going to throw it out there, and I'm
I
expecting.
mean, I hear
people.
a lot of people talking about like they don't deserve to be with no.
Oh no, I'll never.
I
say
really
that.
didn't see how Shawnee got with
Shaquille, that they was in
no,
college.
not
wasn't it?
Shaquille, her new husband.
Cause she's a
But
socialite.
that didn't seem like it, because
Paths cross, especially
They
where you
do.
at or you a celebrity. Y'all gonna shop the same places. Y'all gonna be the same. And then somebody gives somebody a look.
Yeah,
that look
Keon,
turned
I
into
don't
some-
see how she ended up getting with him
Hey,
because
man,
of the type.
she's in that time of
You know,
her
she
life.
got the dispensary. Do you think she closed down the dispensary?
No,
Which is still there, so it's okay.
I don't think nothing's wrong with marijuana. I think
You don't think
the
so?
government
So,
made something
so what
wrong
do the
with it.
church say about it? It's all right to have a
Look,
dispensary.
Look, there's a song.
I'm just trying to see what
there's
the
a
church
song-
had to say.
There's a song by Peter Tosh.
Uh-huh.
No, listen to me, y'all. There's a song by a guy, a reggae guy, used to be with Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Uh-huh.
It's a song called "Legalize It."
Legalize it. Okay.
He's talking about all of the cures
Right.
that marijuana does. Marijuana is good
Okay.
for a lot of mental patients,
I
and as
agree.
far as relaxing,
I agree.
marijuana is good for. There's so many diseases. I mean, of course, they've souped it up, so it's at another
They
degree.
yeah, they painted
But-
a pretty picture.
But I would say if you're going to go safe, go to some of these dispensaries,
yeah.
and they will. If you tell them what you want from it,
Mhm.
I want to get. We got a
Feel
common
this way.
friend in the house right now uses to go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh-huh.
and there's if you don't want to laugh, if you don't
So
want to
is
be
that
hungry,
okay for a pastor to open up a dispensary?
I don't think anything is wrong with it. It's legal
cool.
now.
So what we got?
Marijuana
pastor?
is legal now.
It does not matter. Does
No,
God
everywhere.
say it's okay?
Everywhere.
Is it okay for
They
every,
just
does
they
it
just
say
hate
it's
us.
okay for people to be under the influence? Because
it's okay with moderation.
if
Look,
it's so legal, you get caught smoking marijuana in your car. That's a DUI. It's still
if
driving
you're driving.
but it's legal.
But if I'm
But it's legal.
sitting in my car getting high, which I
That's
don't,
cool.
yeah, I don't smoke marijuana.
But if it's so legal,
But-
why I can't drive like I'm smoking a cigarette?
Look, and that's prioritizing because I think liquor does more damage than marijuana does. I think liquor,
agree.
Harold, do you agree with that?
I agree.
Liquor does more damage than marijuana.
I agree.
Look, marijuana would this is different. A marijuana driver will be going 2 miles per hour
right. Because they forgot
and
what they was
debating
doing.
on if that's a light or not a light.
Right.
You never have to. Only thing you have to worry about a marijuana person is putting some energy in them
Yeah.
and getting them to do something.
Right. Versus a
Versus, but see,
alcohol drinker.
alcohol you kill people.
They zoom and
kill
they going
yourself.
100 miles per hour.
And I think it came because the government had a problem from the marijuana drug dealers. They couldn't tax them,
That's why they had
and
to
you know,
come
so
with
they deemed it
Found
as
a
a
way.
bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's and you
Mhm.
get that commercial, you get that propaganda. Yeah, without the government
Without the
taxing them.
government. Yeah.
Without
That's
the
true.
government taxing them. So
Mhm.
now, then they made him out to be the bad guy. But then it's sometimes you got to take a breather from TV or everything,
Absolutely. You have to take
and
a
really,
breather.
really evaluate. So, but I don't
That's
think
it
anything
too.
is wrong with it. It's legal. If she was doing
Yeah.
something that was illegal, that'd be one thing. But
Right.
it's her time.
Right.
Yeah, it's her time. It's her time. Now I have a real controversial. Ooh boy.
Yeah.
Ooh boy, I'm gonna need y'all. I'm gonna need everybody's help on
Need
this one.
everybody.
I'm gonna need
You
everybody
need
help.
the church.
Almost
So why you
hesitant to
said-
bring it up, but I gotta
Okay, you
bring
gotta
it up.
wait. Okay.
I need everybody's input.
Okay. Come with it.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's son. Everybody.
Now, that done
Everybody,
got out
come
of
on, talk to
control.
me. Talk to me.
That done got out of control.
Talk to me.
It ain't no worse than an out of control.
I'm about to go there.
Johnson's son.
I'm about to go there too.
That is too.
But
Out
Magic
of control.
Johnson's son, he's an adult.
Right.
Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Unionson, what, 12, 13?
Child.
I think she older than that.
So how do you let
But
a
they made
child?
the decision to
Yeah.
bring her out as a.
Younger?
Let me ask you this question, John. You have a 12, 13-year-old boy and decides that he wants to be just a girl. Now he's 12 years old. You too, Bart. You got a 12, and all of a sudden, and I know does the state that we live in,
That's
we
right.
want our kids to be happy, right?
Yes, we do.
But your son is John Jr. But now he wants to go by Jonisha.
Janisha.
I think the issue with that today.
Talk to me, John.
In this society, the way it is, instead of saying no or yes, you gotta find out why.
Right. Get to the
Where's
bottom
the
of it.
why at?
There it is. Get
Is
to the root.
is it because you're a girl and they're picking on you, so you figure, if you're masculine up,
That's so true.
or vice versa? It's the why factor. It's not, and everybody needs to quit saying yes and quit saying no and
Yes.
ask
Why?
Why
That's
do these
the big
kids want to
question.
do it today?
You hear that, you guys?
I want to
It
understand
goes
it.
deeper.
I want to understand where you could, because I'm trying to put myself in Dwayne Wade's position or Magic Johnson.
What would you do?
I'm saying I would be just like John. I'll be like, I got to understand what is called, what has made this come to happen, and how long have, because I always
Felt
want,
this way.
I want to leave the doors open for communication.
I mean, he's wearing fingernail polish.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And he was before. See, when you're older,
Yeah, see.
when you're
watch
out of
that.
my house, you could do whatever the hell you want to do.
Right, right.
There has to be some
Type of
There has to be some kind of moderation.
absolutely. And morals to the family.
But I want you to be happy at the same. But you gotta respect.
That's not happiness, I don't think. That's not happiness. Because do you know what that child
I
has
don't-
to go through?
Wait. I don't want to go too far that way now,
Okay.
because then we're talking about: do you believe we got to go, or are people born homosexual, or do they when puberty hits? Do they sway towards the same gender, or are they going the other gender? So then we're talking about they could be harboring these feelings at birth
You believe that?
because they know what's around them. What boys are supposed to be doing this, and they in school. The boys over here, the girls over here.
Mhm.
So they're already indoctrinated on how it should be versus what makes them happy.
Right.
It's confusing because I have homosexual relatives,
Mhm.
and I didn't quite know they were at a younger age.
But they came out.
Yeah, like one, he could dance real good. I'm just kidding.
Now you know why he was dancing real
His
good.
word part down the middle of his head. But anyway.
They showed you little signs when they were
But
young.
you're not thinking about that. You used to
Mhm.
say little word, but now, man, I want everybody to be happy. And I look at Dwayne Wade's son or daughter,
Mhm.
and I look at Magic Johnson's, and Magic Johnson supports. I love
Son,
that.
100.
I love that.
Support him.
And Dwayne Wade is my son's favorite basketball player.
What?
Yeah, man. So
Well, he
that's.
plays good. That's why he probably won. Tell him don't
Well,
look
he
no
don't play
further
no
than that.
more. Dwayne Wade don't play no more,
Well,
but
he did.
he did. But that's just.
If that boy was under my roof, though, if I was Dwayne Wade, this is just how I feel. If he was under my roof, he couldn't act like that.
He can't act right.
So
Come
what?
on,
At
now.
what age?
There's
So
no-
if
it's
he's
out the
11
house.
years old, her.
Okay, if he's
He needs
What
to
you
get
gonna
out.
do? Beat it out of him?
No, I'm not gonna beat
I'm gonna talk and love him, love it out of him.
Say, look,
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen.
You
Not
gonna
here.
put him out your house?
No,
No.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna
You
tell
gotta
him.
love him
that
and
he
keep
can use-
educating
he can
him on
use-
these different things on
Yeah,
why it's
you
not
can't-
good.
You can't be no girl. And you a boy.
And he got his bag,
On him.
just like my sister used to put makeup on when she left the house to go to school.
Oh, when she
Because-
left. Right, my daughter. Every time she got in trouble, I would make her wear a uniform. So what she would do, because that was her punishment, was like you can't get dressed, put on a uniform for the rest of the week. she would go and line up all her jeans on the side of the house. So when she walked out the door, she'll go get dressed for school.
Yeah, my sister used to put on makeup. Like I said, my sister with my dad was like, "Don't take that. What? Take it off. Take it off." But my sister used to be in the girls' bathroom. Then I used to bump right into her, walking to the highway.
I'm telling Daddy.
Now she said, "Don't tell Daddy." I said, "You gotta wash the dishes." Man.
So you used to negotiate.
I think I wouldn't put my kid out. If they,
Well, he didn't say he would put
I
a.
didn't say I'm
I
gonna put
mean,
him out.
they can be in my house. If they feel that they were gay, then they're gay.
And they're just gay. I mean,
I'm not gonna try.
I think it's easier for a woman to accept it than a man.
Yes,
It's easier for a woman
Yeah.
because we are men. We want a son.
I
Want the son be like us.
But
I
that's
think it's
how
a,
I
You have to understand it as a man.
I
Right.
think it's a difference between him wanting to be
just gay.
homosexual
Yeah,
or
All out of woman.
gender change.
yeah.
See,
Now,
Transition.
you want-
see.
Right.
I'm about to
Transit or
go.
whatever they
I'm
call
about to
it.
go somewhere now.
We ain't talking about gender.
Well, no, that's what he's talking about.
That's what
That's what the little
Look,
boy
look,
want to
look,
do.
look. So let me.
Well, I would tell them to wait till they were.
If your son wanted to get his genitalia removed at 12 years old,
If they
Again, you
telling me
gotta-
they
why?
gay up until.
At
they
that
old
age,
enough
what
to
do
get
they
a
know?
gender-
Yeah,
If
what's
they
making
get 12,
them wanna
what
do
do they
that?
know? All they know is what we're force feeding.
He's
them.
determined.
Yeah.
right?
If he's determined, then you naturally, then you have to do the smart thing. Educate and deal with it.
Absolutely, educate, facts, and
So-
love.
So Paris with the T.
Sherry's son did. Girl, what was she?
Oh yeah, Shari. What was her name? She used to have them on all her shows.
Yeah.
The little one, Cher's daughter, son.
Now he's a son.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
that's crazy.
So if your daughter came to you, said she want to be a man, she want to be a male at 12, 13 years old, and she had already had the outfits picked out. and
You can't
everything.
do it. You can't do it.
Yeah, I'm old school still, y'all. I'm still old
And
school.
so I'm gonna pose to you the same question I gave to her. You putting her out of your house?
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna put
No,
her
I'm
out.
not- No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
She like, yeah, she got to go.
I was just saying- No, I was
No,
just
you don't put
saying.
them out.
No.
Can't
Put
put them
Because
out.
that's gonna worsen it.
Oh,
Because they really gonna.
Yeah,
go.
it's gonna get buck
They got
wild.
something to prove against you.
Right, it's gonna get buck wild.
Put him out.
So what were you saying it to?
Because when you were saying it, I was asking, right, because I
What?
was asking her, so you gonna put him out too?
No,
Because
you're
you
not
keep
supposed to
saying-
put them out.
You keep saying he can't do it under your roof, but then what
No.
do you do?
You have to educate him. Look, that's not.
Thank
gonna
you,
happen.
educate
Not in this house
What
right
if he-
here.
As
Absolutely.
soon as you go to bed, he in there putting on.
Yeah, nah. See what I did.
At the end of the day, we all watch the news, we all watch the TV, we all watch our politicians.
We have
And,
choices. too.
and what do these politicians all say? No. They don't tell you why no. They don't
Right.
tell you why you should. Before you say yes or no, you gotta educate. Why
Absolutely.
do you wanna do this?
Yes, I
This is
agree.
what's involved. This is what the
Yes.
outcome's gonna be,
Yes,
not yes or no.
yeah.
And there again.
That's hard to
why is-
understand.
Why is our politicians actually getting involved in this whole thing? That's
Exactly.
something, like they say, should stay, it should be at home.
Right.
That should be between
'Cause
your
churches-
child and your parents.
See, what I did is when my children
Evangelicals.
were young, and this is at a young age, when they probably didn't know what was gay and what not was gay, I knew it and I knew that they was going to be exposed to it. So I would sit down and talk to them and say, hey, look, these are the family rules and the family morals. Now, when you cross these morals, it's unacceptable. In this home, it's unacceptable. So when my children heard that from yay high, they was like, yeah, we don't want to, we just can't. Mom says she ain't going for it. I mean, I educated them on it and I just told them it's
But they
unacceptable.
probably weren't like that anyway.
No, they were exposed to it.
Yeah, but if you
In
know,
Elementary,
but at
junior
an
high
early
school.
age, you know what you like. You know if you're attracted to. I believe. You
But
would
see,
know.
it all depends on what you have around your children too. See,
You-
I didn't have all that.
Did your kids go to public school?
Absolutely.
Well,
They
then
did.
they was around it.
They were, but for how
But-
long?
but-
8 hours?
But that comes from home. There's a thing
Comes
back.
from
in-
home.
There's a thing called home training. They don't really talk about it anymore.
Yeah, they don't talk about
You-
home training. We
eh,
need to bring that back, yeah.
Be-
Bring back
before
home training,
before you go to
please.
public school, there's a foundation that mother and father are responsible.
Absolutely.
Right,
Bring
and
it
wrong.
wrong. Thank you. Let's bring that back.
right, You know, there's a feeling. Even as a child, I had friends that when I would walk to school, like first, second grade, they would throw rocks at the dogs.
Yeah.
And
people
I always
carve.
had a funny feeling, like
That's
why?
not right.
Yeah, it's like I wasn't with that. You know, just boys
Mm-hmm.
throwing rocks
Just
at
wanna be
dogs. And I'm like, man, damn.
Yeah, right. That ain't cool.
Come on,
You
man.
hurting that dog.
And they used to be like, man, you don't want to throw? I said, no, man, I ain't throwing no. You know right from wrong is instilled in you.
Right, right.
But getting back to the celebrity thing, see, you have a microscope on you
Right.
as a celebrity. So I think with as far as D Wade is concerned, I think Gabrielle Union had a lot to do with
Making it okay.
making it
Because of
okay.
that woman, that mother. Let him be.
Harold,
But the father already kind of washy.
I
anyway.
think with Dwayne Wade, I think that Gabrielle Union had a lot of say so in that son turning into a girl.
She's an aggressive female.
She's a LeBron.
Yes.
Dwayne looks like he sits back a lot. He don't really talk.
Well, look at his lifestyle. That's why he cool with it.
You gotta look at them.
Yes. You see his lifestyle.
Yeah,
That's
but-
why he cool.
Yeah, but
No.
they have a microscope, and these kids are looking at them because that's what your kids are gonna bring to you.
Will Smith and Jay-Z.
I mean,
Ooh, that's a whole nother.
can you talk about
Their kids up.
talk of
That's
Paris?
a whole.
Talk about Jalen, Will.
Willow.
I think is.
Willow.
I hate to say this, but she's the only one that seems sensible.
Oh, she crazy.
Willow seems sensible.
Yeah, she does.
Willow seems
Out of the
sensible.
whole
Yeah, she do
thing.
seem like she got a little sense.
Talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah, Willow seems like she have a lot of sense, but I believe that
What you call that?
it's the people that the parents allow their children to be around.
Okay, talk
And the
about
things
it.
that they saw, their parents get involved in.
What do you think they saw? What do you think
They
they
saw a
saw
whole
Will and Jada do?
Oh, a lot of swinging,
Yeah.
a lot of swinging. Saw daddy being a little sweet on the other side too. You know, the children peep a whole lot when they be peeking behind them couches. They be
Mhm.
watching them parents.
And
seeing-
what's the word that Jada gave it for cheating with Jalen's friend? She called it
entanglement.
an entanglement.
Ooh, I like that though. I like
No,
that new
of
thing.
course you do. You a lady.
Oh, okay.
Lady, y'all did not penalize. No, let me tell you.
What you
women,
mean?
John,
What you mean?
Harold, the ladies did
Do y'all
not.
like the entanglement
They
thing?
did not penalize Jada as you know. Jada slept with her
Will-
son's friend.
Will should've-
No, hold on. Will's a wimp.
He should have.
He's a wimp. So
Right.
so the ladies came out and said, "Oh, it's just an entanglement." If the tables were turned, and
what happened?
Will,
There has to be a divorce court before you can blink your eye.
she would have had a whole movement.
Yeah, she would have had a movement. Yeah.
The ladies is, "Oh, it's just an entanglement."
It was
You
just-
not only
No, I don't like
cheated-
that she did that.
You not only cheated with
You went
somebody,
with the
you
son's
cheated
friend.
with my son's
That was
friend,
disrespectful to the
And you know
son.
and nobody said nothing.
And you know what? Here's a good
Well,
one
they
for
did
you.
bash her.
Ah.
It just didn't turn into a movement.
I
But
was
they,
I was
got on her
talking
head.
in the car the other day.
uh-huh.
The lady had a bumper sticker on her back window. Said Linus looking for a few cubs to play with. And
Ooh.
the guy had a bumper sticker on his car.
See, look at y'all. Look at
The
ladies.
lion.
Woo, yeah.
Looking for a few
Go ahead,
cubs.
boss.
I like that. I like
Woo,
that.
ladies, see. Yeah. Where's that
I
thing?
mean-
A guy had that bumper sticker. His window
Okay.
seats was out of his
I mean,
car.
can I say this, B? B, can
Yeah.
I say this?
You can say anything you want to.
Now at this time, women are coming out to cheat because back in the day,
Well, they always cheated. It's just
men was just did it so just disruptively.
abruptly,
Just it was horrible.
in your face.
So that's why now when women does it, it's just like, you know what, the man deserves it, damn it. He probably been cheating since they
That's
got
incorrect.
together. You feel me?
Two wrongs
So
do
that-
not make a right.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right.
No, Will, when we get back to Will should have checked Jada off the top.
He
She
tried.
will.
He tried.
I'm
But she's the
about
man.
to go deep.
You gotta
I'm
realize
about to
she's
go
the
deep.
man.
I'm about to go deep.
She embarrassed him.
I'm about to go deep.
Where's the household?
She embarrassed him on the red table.
Are you ready?
Show. She
Right.
said,
She embarrassed, and he
"I'm
just
in an entanglement."
and he just sat
He should
there.
have reached over there and said, "I'm finna attack."
It's just like
I'm
it
finna-
reminded me with Mike Tyson and Robin Givens in that video, that early interview they had with Robin Givens, which he said, "Well, Mike's an animal."
Ooh,
And he was sitting there with, I think he was drugged
Mike's
up.
an animal. Wow.
Yes, she called him an animal.
Yeah, I remember.
It
Let
was
the world
on
know.
ABC
2020.
2020. Yeah.
She was
And
only
she
telling the
just-
truth
Oh my God.
because he probably
He
was
wasn't
acting like an
having it back
animal.
then.
His demeanor, you see, he was biting
He was
people. He
biting
probably was
people.
very aggressive
That
at
man
home.
There's two sides.
He
hadn't-
probably was choking.
hadn't-
Now let me
He
shut up.
was his way.
He hadn't bit the man's ear yet.
Okay.
But let me stop. I
No,
don't wanna
listen. Going back to Jada and Willow. Okay, y'all know the history. Jada's really love of her life was who?
They say Tupac.
Tupac Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
Tupac Shakur.
Well, they always say the opposite attracts.
Will said his one intimidation
Was Tupac.
was Tupac.
That's crazy.
I'm glad she didn't get with Tupac.
Why? They were cute.
They would have been a good couple.
She would have never been where she at right now. She would have never
They
been
would
where
have
she
been a
was
good
at.
couple. But so then to put salt on to injury when Will and Jada were going through their problems, Willow wrote a letter.
The daughter?
Yes, to Tupac.
What?
It said,
Did y'all hear that,
I
YouTube?
wish that you may have, could have been my dad.
Wow,
Now,
that's
she may have been
cold.
mad at Will at the time.
Did y'all hear that?
To write that letter, but just that's on the internet.
Oh, that is horrible.
Look it up.
That's sad.
So look at all of that, of what Jada did, the mental things she put in her kids to make. She probably confided in Willow. They probably don't have a mother-daughter relationship. They have a friend-friend relationship.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
Excuse
so
me. Not to interrupt, but the screen supposed to be black? It's good.
yeah, it's still on. You're still
Oh,
on.
okay.
You're
I
still
see
on.
this black up here.
No,
Okay.
you're still on. So
Oh, okay.
so
good.
Will always had to contend with this spiritual
Yes,
thing
that's cold.
of Tupac.
That's cold. He should have
And
been left.
he's stuck.
Why do you think he's
I'm
stuck?
gonna tell you, I'm gonna give not
Why do you
that
think he's stuck?
not that my parents had that same situation, but my mom was 5'2" and my dad was 6'2". And
Wow.
my mother ran.
Ran for her life.
But we didn't want no smoke as kids. My mother's born.
Right.
"Wee." But I can see that she's about that same height,
Yeah, Jada.
but she comes powerful.
Hard. Yeah.
Her mouth is a powerful mouthpiece.
Yeah, they
But you know
said.
what?
and she can out.
Let me ask you too this. How much does celebrity play in all this?
Everything.
Yes.
Everything. If
Yes.
they would have just been Will and Jada
Normal
Smith
people.
live over here in Summerlin in the corner over here, you wouldn't they be coming up in here to get an occasional drink? You wouldn't
Right.
hear their kids
Yeah.
probably be in school.
Yeah, none of that. None should be going on.
No.
Well, you know what? It probably will be because a lot of parents are doing that too.
Well, there's been a lot of other stuff behind it.
A lot of parents
Lot
are
of
sleeping
police-
with their
A lot of police
sons.
coming up in the house.
Somebody been in jail.
Somebody asked.
What they-
Mr. Smith, this is our third time coming here. Come
Because
on,
guess
man.
what, B? My son, he went and dated his homeboy's mom. And I was mad because I found out the girl was 35 and my son was 19.
Mm.
She had
So she was
6
checking
children.
him out when he was coming over there
And
to
this
see
is
his
this
friend.
right, but guess what happened? It was a secret the whole time. See, they couldn't let my son couldn't let his homeboy know
Of course
he was
not.
smashing the mama.
Wow.
How long did that last? Or they still together?
It ended real quick because my son,
They still together.
Well, I don't know.
no, they ain't still together.
You
No.
ended that shit,
Yeah,
huh?
real quick, real quick.
Did you come over to the house with him?
I bet
Grab her by the arm?
I mean, I'm saying age ain't nothing but a number, but when it comes to, I mean, this is your
She
son's
got 6
friend.
kids.
I
though.
bet his father was proud of him. Though.
His father, we can't even find him. He didn't know
Let
what
me
was
ask you
going.
this one though, Pierce. What's an acceptable age difference? I mean, 35 and 19
It's not that bad.
that's
No, it's not. There's no age. I
If
mean,
you
there's
go
nothing
lower,
that's
It would be, though. It would be.
yeah. You're
now under 18.
But-
That's
but,
what's
you know,
not
you know,
acceptable.
But
Right.
it's, with 35 to 19, that's
Yeah, that's
close,
pretty-
but that's close.
Yeah,
but even
actually,
still,
you know what? I wanted him to be with an older woman because I felt like that older woman would teach him a lot. So I was cool with that. The problem was this was my son's friend. On top of she has 6 kids already. I'm like, no way in the world my 19-year-old son can be a stepfather.
Well, those what do you want
So,
a ready-made family? That's what my mother used to say.
Oh no.
Do you want a ready-made family? You want to go with a lady with already, at 19, because those teenagers back in the day, they was having kids in high school.
Yeah, true.
Now if I'm 20 and something, that ain't nothing. But as a 19, 20, 21-year-old.
So what did it just play itself out at some point, or you just?
I think so because
No, I
you
stepped
become
in.
more responsible.
I
as you
stepped
get older.
in. Yeah, I'm like,
You
no.
get
we gonna
older, you
cut
get.
this.
I mean, not in 19, 20. You don't know what the hell is going on.
Come on now.
You know.
Well, you ain't even started living yet at that.
Nah.
But guess
Now-
what was crazy? My son, he would always say, when the dog broke out and all this, he's like, Mom, I need you to talk to her because it's just like I can't get nothing out. I mean, she just talked to him like he was the child he was. And I said, that's what you get for trying to date an
Right.
older woman.
And what you
You
think I'm
can't
gonna say to
even
her?
voice your opinion.
You think you ain't even experienced life yet.
Trying to
What
be with a
bills are you
grown
paying?
woman.
So let me say this. Let me bring it back. Now, Dwayne Wade's son,
Mhm.
do you think he got pointers or he could have been? Now, the popular word right now, which they're using for a lot of sex rings and a lot of stars doing sex rings and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Do you think that he could have been groomed? Now, groomed is a derogatory word.
Mhm.
You said
Because-
groomed?
Groomed.
Real.
They're using that now to like Puff Daddy. They were saying Puff Daddy was grooming people or somewhat kids.
I could believe that happened.
Do you think because look, his son they were around a lot of celebrities,
That's what I keep saying.
not just athletes,
Everybody
music,
exposed.
and I'm saying the same thing could have happened to Magic Johnson's son.
Absolutely.
Magic, of course, was a global phenomenon.
Right.
And you never know the kids what they was exposed to or some.
Absolutely.
I'm
That's where
sure-
it comes from.
If you put so you were talking about earlier, John, about your son bringing that to you 11, 12. I would definitely say let's go to the council. That's number one
Educate.
because
Mhm.
this shit is bigger than me.
Right.
It's
But-
bigger than me because I don't want to say something that might sway you on either side.
Right.
I
right,
might fuck up and let something come out of my mouth of emotion
Right.
because I want my son to be a son. I'm not getting it. I'm the type of person that gotta sleep on shit.
Right.
I can be emotional sometimes, loud or whatever, and then I say, "Damn," and then I think about
Sleep
it.
on this.
In Magic's situation, I'm a conspiracy theorist on this. In Magic's situation, I believe that he was cursed. The son is cursed.
Okay.
He was cursed because Magic didn't come up and be upfront with the fact that he didn't come up and let people know how he got HIV.
Yep.
He didn't let nobody know. He lied, told people he got it. He was having sex with 4 or 5 and 6 and 7 women.
So you think it was from another man?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
saying.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult for a
Man
woman to give age to a man.
It can
can
happen.
but
Right.
it's difficult.
It's difficult.
So
Yeah.
I think that was, like that story in the Bible. I don't know how the story exactly went, but it
Right.
was like with Bathsheba when she went out, she started fooling with Paul. How does that story go? And he said,
Yeah, I believe you can put a curse on your child.
Sent the girl out
I believe you can put a curse.
to that's Bathsheba. So, and that was a curse. The curse
The
was
queen of
she
Sheba,
lost
yeah.
his first son.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I believe you can put a curse on your own.
I'm going to, and that's no disrespect to what you're saying, Carl, but I'm thinking of more of a realistic way. Now that we know what goes on, sometimes behind these closed doors, man, these Hollywood parties.
Yes.
Back when I was
Who's watching your
back when I
children?
was younger, we used to have the house party. All the kids stayed in one room. And
Yes,
the parents
yes.
and all adults,
Mhm.
they did their own thing. You know, we have our room. We be up in there playing and stuff. But in Hollywood, they could have went to a mansion party.
They did.
Magic is an LA dude.
Magic was going to the.
You don't
Well,
know
I'm
that
just-
babysitter could have been a molester.
Not this.
I mean, him,
No, what's
Arsenio, and
What's
Eddie.
the
all of this-
Playboy Mansion?
Yeah, he
Playboy
left it.
He
Mansion.
was going to the Playboy Mansion.
I think
Wow.
it was a family friend relative that did it to TJ. A family friend.
I could believe that.
A
Yeah.
family
That's what I'm
friend
saying. They'd be close to you.
relative. Could have been an older boy.
But can I say this,
Could
B?
have been an uncle. Sometimes relatives come into play.
All the time. If you sit
You
down
know,
with them, it's
sometimes
always the
relatives.
uncle, the friend. When you sit down with a child that turned over to want to be something else, if you sit down and ask them why, someone has touched them in the family the wrong way. Just like women that turns into prostitutes and different things of that nature because they've been molested, they've been
That's-
abused, their bodies and different things like that, and that's why they are who they are.
That's what I used to think of a lot of teenage boys who were gay. Like if we was coming up with them, usually something happened to them when they was kids.
Yep.
That was the majority. I'm not saying all the time, but majority of the time it was an uncle or a stepdaddy
Yep.
or something. But
Oh,
when
yeah.
you talking about Magic and Dwayne's popularity, I mean, damn, they was up here. They was exposed to a lot of stuff.
Absolutely.
Exposed. So I think that came into play with Dwayne Wade's son being the way that he is,
Yes,
and
I agree.
Magic Johnson's son being.
In the way
Matt,
that
let me
he
tell
is.
you about Magic. I seen a picture of him today, and he was with his mother, and I was like, "Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, but I
I said,
had
I
to
couldn't
say,
take
what
it.
the fuck?
What? It was that bad?
Oh,
That's crazy.
I said he just came. He just said, "Fuck it."
That's it.
And Magic, God love him.
So you heard
You
about
just gotta love him. You just gotta love him.
Well, we do. You
just gotta love.
I don't know exactly how it goes.
And there's a lot of celebrities. No, check this out, Earl. I don't want to cut your wisdom, but I just want to say this. Why is there like an upsurge of a lot of celebrity kids that are gay?
It ain't no upset.
Because it's
been-
acceptable.
Or why they're coming out now?
because it's
Well, it's
acceptable.
society.
Social media.
It make them look good. They build followers.
And,
It's,
is it just me?
Because it's more accepted. Society.
Yes.
more accepted.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so it is. It seems like an influx.
And just like Swan said, society's more acceptable to
Yeah.
it,
It's social
Yeah.
media.
depending on
It's
what
all
state
on
you live in.
TV, it's on
Depending-
every reality- it's on every
Teresa,
reality show.
Depending on what state you live in.
Because if you go to Florida,
Yes.
Nah, you go to Mississippi. You go.
That's a
We
problem.
go to
That's a problem.
Alabama,
Yeah, that's a
Mississippi.
Yeah.
I used to go to school in Mississippi.
that's crazy.
It's a great place, but they're not good with change.
no.
problem.
It's everybody respected, but
Right.
they ain't good with. They
Right.
slow with
That's the Bible
change.
Belt. That's the Bible Belt.
They
Yeah.
slow with it. They don't.
You know, Atlanta used to be so slow with it too until the 90s.
That's the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't slow no
Atlanta.
more.
That's where the download started.
The download. Well. Here's and I guess that goes to another part what we could talk about before we end
Mhm.
is that since maybe a good thing that society is more acceptable because I think that too many people are afraid to come up.
It's
Because
not a
they're-
good thing.
They afraid of how
As they
we gonna
should.
accept.
As they should. That's why we didn't have too many gays running around in the first place.
Well, I
They
don't,
were killing them. They will kill you.
no, I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
Still now.
Look, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
back in the day.
I'm
they
gonna
would
tell you
kill
about a gay person,
Still kill you.
very gay person,
Very gay.
very gay person, but he kept it under wraps,
As he should.
and I respected it.
Right.
You know what his name was?
Who?
Luther Vandross.
Yeah, Johnny Mathis.
And look how we
We
still
all
love
knew-
Luther too.
You know Johnny Mathis is gay, but they don't flaunt it.
Which is good.
But should we be so judgmental to hold them if they did accountable? Are we supposed
We're
to
not
judge them?
judgmental.
Like I'm judging EJ right now.
We're not judging them. We're not judging
Should
them.
we? If Johnny came out with maybe if he came out with a dress right now, you'd be like, Johnny.
You know that's the curse. Better not
There's
come out with no
nothing
dresses.
wrong with that lifestyle.
Nope.
But like I tell people, I have no problems with you being gay.
Just don't
Right.
come my way.
Just
Look at
don't,
Harold.
just don't try to feed that lifestyle on me.
Right.
That's your lifestyle, that's not mine. So I'm acceptable. I have a cousin that's gay. I'm acceptable to it.
Right.
But
I
I
am
tell
too.
him, you know, you're starting to slobber spit and all that with your man.
Yeah, come on, respect the house.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm respectful in front of people. I don't
Right. Right.
be respectful about it.
Right.
So if he came to you and said, "Hey, John, I saw some pants I thought you looked cute in. Try this on."
You know what? He's got a good taste in clothes. I would probably listen to him.
Okay, go ahead, bring it out.
Say what you want to say.
No, but check this out. So Paris with the T, you have dropped some
Oh, I
tea.
didn't drop enough tea yet.
You-
I haven't dropped what's
Come on,
good.
give me some more. Give me some.
Have you guys heard about the celebrity block list? You know that's the new
Is
thing.
that the cancel? Cancel?
They cancel
They
all
cancel them. So
celebrities
there's actually a
and
list.
influencers.
There's actually a list.
You can create your own list.
I don't want to create a list
But guess why they're
because I
doing
want
it though?
everybody to live and be lived. I
But
do.
no, you know why they got upset? Because at that Met Gala, them
The
people
Met
paid
Gala, uh-huh.
$75,000 a ticket to go there.
Okay.
So they upset about that because they saying that
I didn't want to
if y'all have this type of money and y'all can make moves like that while we over here struggling, trying to figure out people only making $20,000 a year just to survive, and y'all paying $75,000 just for a ticket, but you don't care about all the other things that's going on in our society
It's
and in
not
our
their
world.
responsibility though, Paris.
It's
Not, no, it's not their responsibility. They
If
made
you're
their
an
money.
influencer,
They
you
made their money.
speak to the people. Why not try to change the world
They might
for the
be,
positive?
but do you know how many rich functions that are going on that we have no idea that's happening?
And you know why? It's because of us that's supporting it. And that's
I
why
mean,
people
we
are
made-
stopping it.
I mean, the common person has made any celebrity popular as
Yeah.
a group. So
They
we're
have.
responsible for any celebrity, any political
Anytime
figure.
you have a voice, you are responsible. And you are responsible
But
too, B.
You're not
So get on it.
No, but you have to pick. I think as a celebrity, you got to pick your battles. You can't go for every little.
Yeah, not every little thing, but
charitable
find
situation.
something that
If they
will.
want to pay $75,000, let them pay. You know, because it could have been a situation where they paid $75,000, but yet I gave $100,000
But
over here to build a
how?
school. You know, and we
But
could.
how? Do you see how many people is out here homeless?
It's not.
Do you
Their,
see how many? It's
I
not
feel
their
you.
responsibility, but come on, this society is messed up right now. People
But we
don't have
live-
jobs, single
There's-
moms,
But it's
single fathers, and a celebrity can pay $75,000.
we live in a
$1,000?
capitalistic society. That's this
Look,
country.
that's
this,
what
this
y'all
country,
say.
This country is big on making money.
They are.
This is a capitalist. This ain't a communist society. It ain't a socialist society. This is a capitalist society. Boy, we praise people for making money and millions. So that's you got to blame the system. It's
Right.
not the individual. You know, we're kind of born into the system.
Right.
I do know a lot of people, well, a lot of celebrities that they have a lot of money and they do stuff that they don't even want the next man to know about.
Yeah,
I do
that's
charities
true.
all the time, but I
Uh-huh.
don't have to put it on.
Put it out
Facebook
there.
or,
Right.
You know, so I mean, but it's up to them. But I
But
understand.
you see, they ain't go
You-
put
you
Cat
feel-
William on the black list.
well,
Because you know why? He's spilling all the tea.
he told,
And that's what they want.
Where all the bodies are buried. So they're not gonna.
and he still has it
Yeah.
because
And if they kill him now,
it's gonna really look like he
it's
knew.
gonna look like-
It's gonna really look like conspiracy. Now,
They're not gonna-
did you see his Cat Williams' latest?
Oh, I saw it.
It was
The
lukewarm.
Netflix,
It was lukewarm.
really.
Lukewarm. So guess what?
Some things that were kind of.
Yeah, I give him about a C.
About to see, he had to fall back a little bit because he came real hard.
But
Because,
the funniest parts were-
Like she said,
The funniest parts were, to me, first of
I
all,
gotta watch it again.
it's amazing how he stepped his game up to match Kevin Hart and Hassan.
and Kevin
and
Hart
everybody
and
else
all those
because
was
he started
lukewarm.
using visuals. He never used visuals before.
Yeah, make phone
He
calls and
started
stuff.
making visuals now. And
Mhm.
look at, he got the little video screens and little pictures of them.
Yeah.
He never did that before.
Mm-hmm.
He started doing that.
I know
And so
Cat Williams.
now So now he's
Yeah,
that.
it seemed like a
So
real
now
cool
he's-
Yeah,
brother,
he's a
man.
very cool
You know, that
guy.
kind of made it.
But he
Real down to earth.
a little bit
watched it.
funny.
Have you watched it?
But
No, I haven't
it's
watched
funny.
it
He
Netflix.
funny, but it's
pulled
not-
back.
Yeah, but he held
It's
back.
not like Pimp Chronicles. You're not going to get Pimp Chronicles 1 and 2.
Never again.
Those days are
But
gone.
I'm gonna tell you something else.
Those days
He
are gone.
looks better than he's ever looked.
He sure
But
does.
you know why?
Way
He
better.
looks good.
You know why?
Kat, you're doing a good job. You're looking
This is
good. I
100
know you
pounds.
smell good.
This is 100
What y'all
pounds.
think?
This is on my shoulder. This
Yeah,
is- I carry this around everywhere I go.
right.
After Shannon Sharp,
Okay. Yeah.
how do I feel now? How do I look now?
Right.
He got massive weight off his shoulders. He did a tell-all on Shannon,
He
but
did.
he couldn't go like that. He couldn't do that on the special. When you watch it, you'll see
Yeah.
he held back. So somebody political, I mean, Cat's already in the know.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain, I say that about all comedians. All comedians, once
What
they,
about Dark Matters? He came hard in that on his tour. He was spilling.
well,
all the
maybe
tea
if
on
you
that.
see it live,
I saw it live. I went to
okay,
go
well
see
then
it.
you see it live.
It was
but
good.
but a recorded thing on Netflix, that's going to be forever.
Right.
Yeah.
That's going to be forever.
That's
So
never
you
gonna
gotta.
happen. I
can't
gotta
say
watch
this.
that.
I can't say it's on Netflix. I can't say this. Can't say this. Can't say this. Can't say this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then he has people to answer to, even though he told everybody and stuff. You have accountability once you get certain. But I think a lot of comedians lose their edge once it, because there's certain things they can't talk about, and they can't. And the difference between
Right.
now and 30 years ago, like a Red Fox and Richard Pryor and all them cats, they didn't have social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media has done cancel culture now.
Right.
So you can get canceled. Back 20, 30 years ago, they didn't have that. Only time you get to hear Richard Pryor with me was an album. And I had to wait till my parents left home. See, and we be laughing.
Wow.
Him and Red Fox.
You have to sneak and listen to all of that.
You had to sneak and listen to all of that stuff back
That's
in the day.
And you
crazy.
had to have friends wealthy enough to have, for their parents to have had it.
Those, yes.
To be able to get to
Uh-huh.
it.
To have access to
I
that.
remember
Yeah.
So
Sure.
So check this out, Paris. You have concluded your second episode
All right. All right.
of Paris with the T. Look,
T.
enjoyed you, man. You talked to a lot. So tell the people again
Yes, yes.
how they can reach you.
You can reach me on Facebook at Kennedy Paris. You can reach me on IG at Miss Paris Kennedy. You can reach me on TikTok at latte_Paris.
How you spell latte?
LATA.
That's la. I thought
That's
that was.
latte.
I thought that was ladder.
No, that's not louder.
Is
That's
there
not
like
like-
a?
it's
Is there
a
an
French.
underscore or
It's a
anything? In
French.
the,
No.
underscore? Is there a Sante Goo on the top of the A?
Nah, ain't none of that. No.
No, say it again. I'm messing with you. Go ahead.
No, it's all
Said
good.
lot of
It's all-
what now? What is it?
Latte.
Latte.
At latte_Paris.
Okay.
That's
okay.
my TikTok.
Okay, so congratulations on your second episode.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
How can they reach you as far as YouTube? When does the show come back on?
Oh, you can reach me next week, Wednesday, about 7.
On what
if
network?
you missed this, on the YouTube network, Mo Rock Entertainment. So if you missed this, a whole little thing,
About an hour or two.
make sure y'all go back and follow us, like us, subscribe, get on the bandwagon, and let's get into it, y'all. We want to hear what y'all have to say too. I want to interact. I want to get to know y'all. Let me
Well,
know
your
what's
Facebook
up.
Live was down too.
My Facebook Live was down. But you
Okay,
know,
so it's cool.
it's all right.
It's
But
cool.
they got me next week.
They
So
got you
I would
next
love
week.
for y'all to tune in next week. Make sure if you haven't went and subscribe to the Mo Rock Entertainment, subscribe. And another thing, I want to give a shout out to BG Soul.
Hey,
He is in the building. He
What?
will be doing the Prince tribute June the 8th at the Jackpot. It is going down. Y'all don't want to miss it. Have your purple on. Be ready. It's going down. I can't wait. We're all Prince lovers. So I need all my Prince lovers in the building for sure. And I want to thank you all for just, being a part of this great podcast today. It was very interesting. Let us know what y'all feel and how y'all think about all of these great concerns. Until next time, guys. Deuces.
yeah.
Yep. Oh, we kind of
Good job, Pete.
All right.